What did they meet everybody around? I know I was looking around.
Lee Mallett, William Cluat, Brian Bordelon, Noah Broussard, Kristen Brown, Kyle Condon,
Here.
Kim Giovanni,
Here.
David Gallo, Adam Gwynn, Stephen Heckworth, Harvey Honore,
Here.
Curtis Joseph, Donna Lambert, Andy Lopez, Garland Meredith, Christopher Stewart, Elliot Temple,
Here.
Keith Tillage. We have a quorum.
Thank you. Mr. Bordelon, you lead us in the pledge.
Sir. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I don't think Ms. Tamika's not here. Who's?
No. I'm Shaman Sanama. I'm an attorney, assistant attorney general with the Department of Justice. And I'm here to make sure that everything goes smoothly today. I will be swearing in the witnesses and making sure that the evidence that comes in appropriately. The board will be making all decisions today. So if everybody will turn off their cell phones so that we don't have any interruptions, we can go ahead and get started.
Thank you. I need a motion to accept the minutes from December 18th.
Second.
I got a motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Carries.
Good morning. If we could begin by swearing in all the staff that will be testifying today. Kerry Morgan, Blaine Anderson, Joe Anderson, Jared Watson, David Ham, Frank Vaughn, Robert Mertens, Todd Eatman, Stephanie Belanger, Lonnie Lusko, Dylan Borg, Logan Cockerham, and I believe that is it, myself.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give in this proceeding will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. We are ready.
I assume there's no public comment. If not, we're going to move on to continuance.
Items D1 and 2, Ronald Gabriel's attorney appeared this morning and requested a continuance to allow time for him to obtain his license and qualify for citations.
Joseph moved to continue.
Couple seconds. I got a motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Item E1, Charles Bradford Brosset. Are any representatives present?
Anybody here for Charles Bradford Brosset?
Good morning. Trip Hawthorne appearing on behalf of Mr. Brosset.
Okay, Mr. Brosset, can we swear you in, please? Would you state your name for the record, please?
Charles Rosé.
Okay. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay.
Charles Bradford Brosset of Stonewall, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of alleged violations for misrepresentation of fact by an applicant or licensee, for disqualification or debarment by any public entity, and for efforts to deceive or defraud the public.
Okay. Mr. Hawthorne, does your client plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Ms. Shanma, we're prepared to enter a plea of no contest. That is based on an agreement that we think we've reached with Mr. Beavers, under which Mr. Brosset would agree to a suspension suspension of his ability to serve as a qualifying party for his asbestos license for 1 year. That 1 year suspension would run concurrently with the DEQ suspension that is currently running, and that is the offer that we would make.
Temple move to accept the no contest plea.
Joseph second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay.
Penalty. I think we still need to go forward with the.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I was just plea.
That's just a plea.
Yeah, we
We
accept
accept the plea.
Mr. Watson, do you have a, well, first of all, the state calls Jared Watson as its first witness.
Yes, you call. Are you calling Mr. Watson as your
Yes.
first witness? Yes, go ahead.
Mr. Watson, do you have an exhibit pack in front of you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Are those documents that you prepared or compiled in the regular course of business as an investigator for Louisiana State License Board for Contractors?
Yes, they are.
Madam Mayor, Officer, I'll file and introduce these documents into evidence as exhibits 1, 2A, 2B, 2C, 2D, 2E, 2F, 3, and 4.
Mr. Hawthorne, do you have any objection to these coming into the record?
I do not.
Okay. Without objection, they are admitted.
That's all the questions I have.
Okay. Mr. Hawthorne, do you have any questions of the inspector?
I do not.
Okay. And do you wish to put on any evidence with your witness?
I do not.
Okay. And I understand that there was a plea deal. Okay.
Can we restate the offer?
Yes.
Yes, please.
So the DEQ had issued its own suspension of the asbestos abatement license issued by the DEQ to the company for which Mr. Brosette serves as qualifying party. That's a 1-year suspension. It is currently running. And so the agreement is that Mr. Brosette's ability to serve, well, he doesn't have an asbestos license right now because the DEQ license is a prerequisite for that. So the agreement would be that that license would continue to be suspended or not issued here while the DEQ suspension is running. Once that DEQ suspension runs, then Mr. Brosette would be free upon reacquiring the DEQ license to come back and make an application for a new license here with this board.
What's the timing on the DEQ suspension?
It's in the exhibit packet, I believe.
Yeah.
Exhibit E. Yeah. Pardon me.
F.
E3. And it runs. It expires.
Yeah, they
suspension
issued the
runs
letter
through
out in August of 25, but we started self-imposing once we found out, and at the end of 24 as well too.
So the DEQ suspension will run August of 26, this August.
Motion to accept.
You can also issue an administrative penalty as well, and I think Tripp was going to offer that. Are you offering that, Tripp?
We've agreed to $1,000
Yeah.
for administrative fees
Yeah.
and expenses.
So motion to accept the suspension through the DEQ term in addition to the 1,000, was it 1,000 plus 1,000 cost?
Condon second.
No, 1,000 just for costs and expenses.
1,000 cost.
There's not a fine associated with that.
Okay. I'll make sure that. So we got the extension of the suspension through August to mirror the DEQ in addition to $1,000 cost. I make that motion.
I think I got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried.
Thank you.
Bradley William Cannon, are any representatives present?
Mr. Kennan, can you state your name for the record, please?
It's Bradley William Kendall.
Okay, can you raise your hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay.
Bradley William Cannon of Lawton, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of alleged violations for disqualification or debarment by any public entity and for efforts to deceive or defraud the public.
Okay. Do you wish to enter a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Okay.
Temple move to accept.
Motion is second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed, motion carries.
Mr. Watson, do you have an exhibit pack in front of you for this matter?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Are those documents that were compiled or prepared in the regular course of business as an investigator for the Louisiana State License Board for Contractors?
Yes, they were.
I'm hearing, officer, I offer, file, and introduce these documents into evidence as exhibits 1, 2A, 2B, 2C, 2D, 2E, 3, and 4.
Mr. Kennan, do you have any objection to those exhibits coming in?
I do not.
Okay, and without objection, they are admitted. Mr. Kennan, since you've entered a plea of no contest, do you have anything else to offer the board?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
So help us out, Counselor. What was the issue here? If you would summarize that.
Sure, I'll ask Mr. Watson to explain what the investigation and violation was to give the
All right.
board some background.
Good deal.
Mr. Watson, did you have occasion to investigate the activities of Mr. Keenan?
Yes, I did.
And you initiated that investigation because you received a call from the investigators with the Louisiana DEQ notifying the LSLBC of their investigation of Mr. Keenan for violations of Louisiana Revised Statute 30, 20, and 25 F2 regarding false certification of records. Is that accurate?
That's correct.
Okay. And during your investigation, did that reveal that Mr. Keenan had fraudulently certified training certifications for mold remediation and asbestos removal abatement training at SEMS Inc.?
That's correct.
And did Mr. Keenan certify that other individuals had fully attended a 40-hour training when they did not do so?
That's correct.
Mr. Keenan was the trainer for that particular class?
That's correct.
And Mr. Keenan has already been charged by the DEQ for that violation, is that correct?
That's correct.
And he was likewise also charged by the 19th Judicial District Court for that charge, for that conduct as well, correct?
That's correct.
And the DEQ suspended Mr. Keenan's license as a result of that conduct?
That's correct.
And the charges in the 19th Judicial District Court were resolved via pretrial mediation, or remediation, should I say?
Yes, that's correct.
That's all the questions I have.
Mr. Kenny, you have something you want to tell the board?
No, sir. I'd like to make a short statement.
Please.
Members of the board, thank you for the opportunity to address you. I'm entering a no contest plea in this matter and do so with regret for the circumstances that brought this before the board. I respect the board's responsibility to protect the board and uphold the integrity of the construction industry. I take this process seriously. Prior to this event, my professional record reflects a sustained commitment to compliance, safety, and responsible practice.
Pull your mic down closer to you if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although my Louisiana DEQ trainer certification was revoked, I remain in good standing with DEQ for several other certifications over the past 17 years. I respectfully ask the board to consider my prior record, my no contest plea, and my commitment to compliance as you deliberate. Thank you.
You want to make a settlement offer?
Sir?
Would you like to make an offer?
For a settlement?
Settlement.
Or let them do it?
Yeah. It's up to the board.
Okay.
So this gentleman is the gentleman that falsely certified the test, is what we're saying.
Yes, he was
Right.
the instructor for the class.
And he subsequently tried to apply for a license.
He was on a company, and he just removed himself as the principal last year.
Moved himself as a principal and all of those stuff. All right. So what's your plans in the future?
I'm just working as an environmental consultant with the company. That's
Okay. All right. So you don't plan on getting your own license to keep qualified?
no training, no sir, no.
All right. Well, certainly that was an egregious act, and
Yes, sir.
appreciate you coming here. But with that being said, I'd like to propose a fine of $1,000 plus a $1,000 cost.
Joseph, second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, sir. Next case.
Alpha Abatement LLC, or any representatives present?
Anybody here for Alpha Abatement?
Yes, good morning, Trip Hawthorne again.
Okay. Well, you've already been sworn.
Alpha Abatement LLC of Stonewall, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License at 2023 Solar Lane in Bossier City, Louisiana, in the amount of $52,458.49.
Mr. Brosette, what is your relationship to Alpha Abatement LLC?
I guess I'm spouse of the owner. I think it's in, well, no, Brosette Investment owns it, so I'm 49% owner.
Okay. And how do you plead?
No contest.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The agency calls David Ham to the stand.
Were you sworn in earlier?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Mr. Ham, do you have an exhibit packet in front of you?
Yes, sir.
Were those documents prepared and/or compiled in the regular course of business as an investigator for Louisiana State License Board for Contractors?
Yes, sir.
Madam Hearing Officer, I move off the file and introduce these documents into evidence as Exhibits 1, 2A through G, 3, and 4.
Okay. Mr. Hawthorne, do you have any objection?
No objection.
Without objection, they are admitted.
Subject to what I believe Mr. Hawthorne is going to advise is a settlement agreement that's been reached. I have no further questions from Mr. Ham.
Nor do I.
Okay. What is the settlement agreement?
So I believe we have negotiated an agreement under which Mr. Beavers would recommend to the board a fine on this matter, 2A on your agenda, of $1,000 and administrative costs and fees of $1,500, and that sub-matters 2B, C, and D would be dismissed.
I so move.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Item 2E, Apex Environmental Solutions LLC, or any representatives present?
Could you state your name for the record, please?
Yanni Petticock.
Okay. Could you be sworn in? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this proceeding will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Apex Environmental Solutions LLC of Houghton, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for entering into a contract with an unlicensed contractor to perform work at 2023 Solar Lane in Bossier City, Louisiana, in the amount of $8,300.
Do you wish to enter a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Not guilty.
The agency calls David Ham to the stand.
Mr. Ham has been sworn.
Good morning, Mr. Ham. As I understand it, you are currently an investigator for the Louisiana State License Board for Contractors.
Yes, sir.
Can you take a look at the exhibit pack that you have in front of you?
Yes, sir.
Are those documents that you obtained or compiled in the regular course of business for the Louisiana State License Board of Contractors?
Yes, sir.
Madam Hearing Officer, I'll file and introduce these documents into evidence as Exhibits 1, 2A, 2B, 3, and 4.
Okay, sir, do you have any objection to these exhibits coming in?
No.
No. Okay, without objection, they are admitted.
I take it back right quick. Some of these exhibits are this invoice never happened. So I don't know if that's, should I say no or go with it? This is the wrong exhibit. This invoice wasn't the invoice that was paid to the company.
Which invoice is this?
The 8,300.
Exhibit 1?
It's under, I guess I don't see a 2. Yeah, I guess, yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to admit it, but you can question it and try to undermine it. Okay. So the exhibits are admitted, and then you can question them about it. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Demmons?
I do, yes.
Okay.
Mr. Ham, did you have occasion to investigate the activities of Apex Environmental Solutions?
Yes, sir.
And did that investigation arise out of a call you received from the Department of Environmental Quality in reference to a residential project located at 2023 Solar Lane in Bossier City, which involved the improper handling of hazardous waste?
Yes, sir.
And during that investigation, did you learn that there was a company by the name of Sims Inc. that submitted a proposal for contaminated inventory and abatement cleanup protocol at that Solar Lane address as a subcontractor to Pure Clean of Shreveport?
I do remember Sims did look into the project at the very beginning.
Okay. Well, let me ask you, Sims Inc. is the company that was initially contracted to perform the testing and remediation work.
Correct. That's when Bradley Kennan was employed. Okay. I apologize.
But Mr. Keenan, who was with Sims, left and formed a new company, Apex Environmental Solutions, who ended up finishing the work. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now take a look at Exhibit 2A, please.
Yes, sir.
That is a report by Apex Environmental to Mr. Brad Brissett regarding the asbestos air monitoring and removal of asbestos-containing sheetrock at that 2023 Solar Lane location. That was performed by Apex Environmental, correct?
Yes, sir.
If you take a look at Exhibit 2B, that is an invoice from Apex Environmental to Pure Clean of Shreveport for $8,300 for the work that was performed at that location. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Where did you obtain that invoice?
From Bradley Kennan.
From who?
From Bradley Kennan of Apex.
And who was Mr. Keenan and what role was he in at the time?
At the time, he was the owner and qualifying party.
For Apex?
Yes, sir.
So you obtained that invoice from the owner and qualifying party of Apex International at the time?
Yes,
okay.
Yes, sir.
And at the time of your investigation, and at the time Apex did that work, was Pure Clean licensed with the Louisiana State Licensing Board?
Apex Environmental Solutions, LLC was, yes, sir.
Okay. Was Pure Clean licensed at that time?
No, sir. They were not even a entity registered within the state of Louisiana.
Okay. No further questions.
Okay, sir, do you have any questions for Mr. Ham?
Yes. I'm not sure when, and I apologize, remember Mr. Demons?
Demons,
sorry. I know.
No
Sorry.
problem.
We didn't continue, Apex did not continue or finish the work Sims started. So I don't want to make that clear that I have no idea, we have no idea what Sims had did with Pure Clean at the time. But when we went out there, this invoice in this exhibit is an invoice that.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not asking for a statement right now. I'm asking if you have any questions for Mr. Ham.
My question is, where's the invoice that we actually got paid for?
All right. When I spoke to Bradley Kennan, as far as the asbestos workers on this go, he said on, I believe it was October 31st of 2025. I may be off date slightly on this, but I contacted the city of Bossier City. I was with Rodney Taylor, the permits director. A stop work order was issued to this address. I then contacted Bradley Kennan at some point during the investigation. Bradley Kennan sent me this invoice. When questioning the asbestos workers, he said workers were sent out the day of or right after that the stop work order was issued. It was the morning after stop work order was issued. The workers did not do any work and they were sent home. Apex Environmental had intent to do work. FW Staffing was the original workers that he cleaned up. Pure Clean had found some additional work that needed to be done, contacted Apex, asked if they had workers that could come finish up. Apex said yes, they sent workers out. However, work did not get done because they did not have, because of that stop work order. So he said that, yes, this initial invoice was made, they had intent to do work, but no, they did not ultimately do any work out there.
Okay, but my question was, where's the invoice that we were paid for? Because this invoice that you're showing has workers that we were qualified and had the proper licensings to hire asbestos workers to help finish this job.
Are you asking me where the payment is?
No, I'm saying we're being charged with an intent to do work that we were completely licensed to do, that we were not in default for supplying work.
Can we clarify, Counselor, what exactly you're charged
I'm a little
with?
bit confused because we're being charged with something that never happened.
The charge is because you contracted with an unlicensed contractor. It's not that you weren't licensed yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, at the time, we were working for, I guess our fault would be that we put the wrong name on the invoice. But I don't know if we were actually paid by the right company, because Brad had entered, from what I'm hearing, several different companies, and the one that did have the actual license is who we thought we were working for. That we put the Pure Clean on the invoice, and we put Alpha Abatement on the report. I'm sure if we put Brosette Investments, none of this would be happening.
Just a little help here. What was the name again? I'm sorry, your last name?
Pettycost.
What is it?
Pettycost.
Pettycost. All right. So, sir, what you're being charged with is contracting with an unlicensed contractor. As a licensed contractor yourself, you're required to know licensed contractors and only engage with properly licensed contractors. And what you're going through is if I would have done this, or maybe if I'd have done this, it would have. But that's not the case. Okay. What you've got in your invoice and evidently, in the proposal request or whatever that was that you did, you proposed and invoiced an unlicensed contractor. And I understand the predicament that you may be in, and your perception of who might have been the contractor or not. But technically, it's a violation what you did, contracted with an unlicensed contractor. So you pled not guilty. I think your perception was that you were being charged as an unlicensed contractor, and that's not the case here. It's a separate charge. So, you may want to reconsider.
Can I ask you a question? If we were paid by Brosette Investments, who was licensed at the time, would that be an issue?
No, not necessarily, because if you understood that you were being contracted with at the time an unlicensed contract, that's technically a violation. And then the law reads is that even if you propose to an unlicensed contractor, you're in violation there, just so you know.
Okay. But if Brosette Investments was licensed and they paid us, is that a violation?
I get it, but did you think you were working for Brosette?
Yes.
Yeah, well, why'd you put Pure Clean?
Well, that was a clerical error.
That was a what?
Clerical error. If we, at the time, we were working for a licensed contractor, we put the wrong name on the invoice and report. That's just a clerical error. If we were paid by the licensed contractor at the time,
Who's the contract? I'm assuming there's a contract between you guys. Who is the contract between you and who?
We didn't have a written contract. We've known Mr. Brosette for a while. We do verbal contracts with them all the time.
Who paid you? So your proposal reads to who? Alpha?
That's what I'm saying. The proposal and the invoice were clerical errors. I'm just saying, if Brosette Investments paid us, who was the licensed contractor.
And I think what you're trying to say is this: listen, we understand the intent, we understand things that happen, but the facts are the facts. You receive payment from an unlicensed contractor, all right? So
that's what I'm sorry. That's what I'm asking. If we were paid by the licensed contractor, not matter?
No. It matters that it may have been the proper payment, but at the end of the day, you got a proposal and an invoice that are inaccurate.
Right.
So that shows sort of some intent there. So, Counselor, I don't know if you want to help them out, but ultimately for this, perception, you got two clerical errors here, both on proposal and invoice, it sounds like. And you know, it would be easy for you to say ultimately that, hey, that was a clerical error, but it's two of them.
Right.
So with that, you know, again, if you want to offer something, but at the end of the day, those are violations. So
he's pled not guilty. So he's
no, he didn't. He pled. Yeah. Oh, I mean, you're right. He did plead not guilty.
I guess I wasn't sure of the charges, but against.
Well, now that you understand the charges, you're more than welcome to change your plea, if you will. You know.
Okay. I mean, okay.
The problem you have is, where did Poor Clean Restoration, you said it's a topic, but why would you put that?
I'm sorry?
Why would you put Poor Clean Restoration instead of the right company?
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
Well, Mr. Brose had several companies, and we just put the
and
wrong one on
there you go.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You have to be very careful how you put your things in invoice, or you get in trouble again.
And who's Dan Miller?
Well, I get that now.
Okay.
I mean,
but at this stage, you can change your plea if you'd like. It's up to you.
I guess, yeah, sure. I guess absolutely no contest.
Joseph, move to accept.
I had a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Would you like to make an offer before they do it or no?
I'm not even sure what.
Okay, well, go ahead, Mr. Cross.
Well, one of these gentlemen, I made the offer.
Did you track the offers that Mr. Brosette made before he left?
No, sir.
So, board, before you say anything, his max fine is $830.
Yeah.
I would just like, I mean, I asked the board that we had zero intent to do anything illegal or wrong. We did everything that we thought by the book. We just simply getting charged or being fined for making a clerical error.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I
want to say is we're a new company, and I just would like to not have a violation for a clerical error.
We're going to take care of you, but I want you to, going forward, there's an app, and you can check the app and be sure you're dealing with licensed contractors. Joseph, go ahead and make a motion for $1,000 in terms of the administrative hearing costs, no fine.
Mr. Chairman, before you vote, I have a few questions for the witness I'd like to clarify before you guys resolve this. Mr. Patakis, what is your position with Apex International? In what capacity do you use?
It's Apex Environmental, but I'm a member. I'm a part owner of the company.
So you're an owner of the company? Mm-hmm. Are you also a W-2 employee of the company as well?
I am now.
And when did you become a W-2 employee of the company?
Well, the company last year was just paying owner draws, so we didn't have W-2s. But this year we had started with a W-2 process for the payroll for the company.
So you became a W-2 employee January 1st of 2026?
Yes, sir.
And when did you become an owner?
I became an owner in June or July of 2025.
July of 2025. Okay, that's all the questions I have. Thank you.
Okay, so we got a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
FW Staffing, Inc., are any representatives present?
Morning.
Sir, could you state your name for the record, please?
Sure. My name is Roberto Falcon.
Okay. Would you raise your right hand?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Do you
I
solemnly
say your name.
Well, you did, but I need this now. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
FW Staffing, Inc. of Metairie, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License at 2023 Solar Lane in Bossier City, Louisiana, in the amount of $6,674.43.
Okay. Sir, do you wish to enter a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I would plead no contest because, I was kind of dragged into this whole situation. Mr. Brosette and now Apex.
You'll get a chance to make a statement.
To me, I didn't know that we also...
Hold on. You'll get a chance to explain. But I'll accept the motion to accept the plea.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Mr. Ham, do you have an exhibit packet in front of you
Yes, sir.
Were those documents, those exhibits prepared in the course of your, or prepared in the ordinary course of business in your capacity as an investigator for the Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Madam Hearing Officer, I offer file and introduce these documents and evidence as exhibits 1, 2A, 3, and 4.
Okay, sir, do you have any objection to these coming into evidence?
No, I mean, I looked over it. That's what we did. We
Okay.
sent some-
Without objection, they are admitted.
Subject to any request by the board for clarification, I have no further questions.
Okay, sir, do you have any questions for Mr. Ham?
No, I don't.
Now you can go ahead.
Now you can make a statement.
Oh,
Explain your situation.
Sure. I mean, Mr. Brad, with PuroClean, we had a contract to provide them personnel for cleanup jobs. And we sent some guys for this particular job here. And it turns out that we were supposed to have a license as well, which was unbeknownst to us. Since we don't do that at all, I mean, we send them hands to clean for the cleanup jobs. And when there's a flood, we do mostly housekeeping work. But we know Mr. Brissett from a few years back, and he happened to call, and we sent in some guys that he said he needed for this particular job, and then here we are.
So your employees were involved in the abatement process?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So he had contacted us for a cleanup job, and he said, "You have licensed asbestos guys," and we keep track of everybody that applies with us. Any kind of certification, whether it be in a forklift or housekeepers or abatement. And I said, "Yeah, I think I've seen some." So we sent some guys, and they did the work, and then I got this notice here.
So you're just a staff?
Yes.
Do you have a license in abatement, and you have a license to do abatement?
No, we don't. Sir. No, we didn't know that we have to have. a
Did you
license.
supervise the guys who were doing the abatement, or did you just
No, it was just labor.
you just sent the labor to?
Yes, to Mr. Rosette, to PuroClean, which was my client.
Mr. Ham, what, in your investigation, what did you find as far as him acting as a contractor? I think it's on. I just didn't get close enough. I'm sorry.
FW staffing would have to have at least a labor-only license. For asbestos, anything over $1 requires a license for the hazardous material, handling hazardous materials. So FW staffing would have to have at least a labor-only license minimum.
Right, that's what what it reads.
Yep.
You got to be trained to mess with that.
Right.
Yep.
So we didn't know that.
Okay.
Well, did you understand that it was an asbestos job that you were sending them to?
Yeah, it was an asbestos crew. Some
Okay,
neighbors
so
that
you
was-
have a crew. Okay, asbestos.
Well, we put together a couple of guys.
You got
that
crew,
we
but
sent
just
over.
not licensed.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to make sure I understand.
Okay, I think we got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, maybe if you go a little further, explain it to this board. What you do is staffing. Do you do contractor work? Do you do general stuff? Do you do other things? You send people to contractors or owners or businesses or whatever. You strictly supply people.
That's correct, yes, sir.
For all kinds of things.
It's mostly housekeeping and cleanup.
So motel.
Yes, Airbnb type companies.
Situation, you had a call from a contractor that just needed people.
That's correct, yes.
That man was doing something in a way of cleanup on a construction job or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, usually we did a couple of projects. I think it was like 2, 3, maybe that year with them. And they were cleanup after a flood, and then there was a fire cleanup, and then this job here with this abatement.
And Mr. Meredith, that's Mr. Meredith. Ultimately, what we're saying is that because it was an abatement and he had people there, and that starts at $0. Yeah.
No, but asbestos is different.
Yeah, I read
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we're going to pursue the abatement side.
If he was,
Hey, he just said his people were involved in the abatement.
Picking that stuff up, he got, yeah.
Yeah.
Just if you're gonna do it, you need to get licensed to do it. That's all. Or
Yeah,
you
stay
made a
away from
mistake.
Yeah,
I think the
I'm
board
not sure we're going to
understands what
pursue
happened.
that venue because that's not what we really do.
What was that again?
But I'm not sure we're going to pursue, staffing for asbestos companies.
That's
but if we do, I know now that we need to have
Any mold remediation and or asbestos abatement of those things, that starts at zero. You got to be if you're going to supply labor for that.
So I think
Good to know.
I think the board understands where we're at.
Right.
You have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I hate to keep making this stuff. If the people that he sent out were working for Pure Clean, doing the supervision, doing the overseer job, doing the abatement, whatever, and were these staffers that he sent out just people, they could have been sent out to pick up the guns, they could have been sent out to sweep the floor. But Pure Clean, who he sent them to, I would think would be the license and the license, whatever, and they did all the supervision and all the everything. Having a hard time connecting dots.
If I can just interrupt real quick. For DEQ's purposes, for abatement, is the removal of the material until it makes its way to the landfill. So that's why in the previous case, even the trash company was charged, which was just another company that belonged to Mr. Brose.
Maybe Mr. Dimick, maybe you could give the legal side from Mr. Merrick on that.
I'm sorry?
Maybe you can help Mr. Merrick on why we're doing this legally. Or maybe, or can you? If you're not, you can for sure.
Or even our
He provided
counselor.
labor, and he just needs a labor only
So
license.
I can
Mr. Lambert,
explain to
yeah.
Mr. Meredith that under our law, if a person, even if it's just an individual, is going to handle asbestos, they have to be licensed. So I understand your position about
Staffing.
these guys just being staffing people, but even if it was just a staffing person, if he shows up on a job, then he has to be a licensed. Now he can work under a licensed contractor, but this guy wasn't even a licensed contractor at the time. So these guys went out there as unlicensed and they work for an unlicensed contractor. So it kind of compiled the whole thing. But I understand what your position is as it relates to staffing. That's the only reason he's up here. And it's essentially to say, hey, look, if you're going to send staffers out there to work in construction or to work in asbestos, they need to be certified to have an asbestos. Because that's what the DEQ requires. DEQ requires.
It'll keep people from circumventing the law, because otherwise people would just
it's a
hire
safety. It's a safety
Right.
issue too, Mr. Merrick.
Yes,
Messing
for
with
their behalf.
It's a
Yeah,
basic
they've all got to get trained to mess with that stuff.
I have a question for Mr. Falcon. Mr. Falcon, right here, Condon.
No, that's hard. Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the licensure requirements for general labor and other work on job sites?
I am now. I read the whole thing now. So we were just talking about it that I do. If I want to keep doing that, I need a labor-only license.
There you go.
So I mean, we're talking about it. We might do that.
And you intend on obtaining that?
Yes, that might be something that we do for this year. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Give me a motion here. You got this motion?
Sure. I'd like to move that we do a $500 fine and $1,000 admin cost.
Joseph, second.
I got a motion and a second. All in favor? Anybody? Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, sir. Let's get your license. Next case.
Appreciate your time.
Santos Ponce, doing business as Emmanuel Concrete and Sealants. Are any representatives present?
Anybody here for Santos Ponce? No one is present.
Santos Ponce, doing business as Emmanuel Concrete and Sealants of Dallas, Texas, is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License on the Quick Trip project in Lake Charles, Louisiana, in the amount of $55,500.
The agency calls Frank Vaughn to the stand.
Mr. Vaughn has been sworn.
Good morning, Mr. Vaughn. You are currently employed by the Louisiana State Licensed Board of Contractors as an investigator, correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you take a look at the exhibit pack in front of you? Are those documents that you obtained or prepared in a regular course of business as an investigator for the Louisiana State Licensed Board of Contractors?
Yes, sir.
Madam Hearing Officer, I'll file and introduce these documents and evidence as exhibits 1, 2A, 2B, 3, and 4.
Without objection, they are admitted.
Now, Mr. Vaughn, did you have occasion to investigate the activities of Santos Ponce doing business as Emmanuel Concrete and Sealants?
Yes, sir.
And that investigation arose out of review of a new construction project at 6098 Opelousas Street in Lake Charles that was being done by Build Tech Services. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And during your investigation, did you discover that Mr. Ponce, DBA Emmanuel Concrete and Sealants, entered into a subcontract agreement with Build Tech Services for $55,500 for joint sealants on the project?
Yes, sir.
If you take a look at Exhibit 2B, that's the quote that was provided by Mr. Ponce to Build Tech Services for the proposed sealant work, correct?
Yes, sir.
And if you take a look at Exhibit 2C, that is a copy of the contract between Build Tech Services and Mr. Ponce for the proposed sealant work, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you determine in the course of your investigation whether Mr. Ponce is licensed with the Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors?
He is not licensed, no, sir.
Okay. And Emmanuel Concrete and Sealants is not an incorporated entity, but rather simply a trade name that Mr. Ponce uses. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
No further questions. Given the testimony and evidence presented, the agency submits that the defendant violated Louisiana Revised Statute 372158A1, forbidding or conducting work without the proper license.
Temple move to find him guilty.
Tillage, second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Penalty.
I'd like to make a motion that we fine them $2,500 plus $1,000 cost.
Temple second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Next case.
Dunphy Petroleum Services, Inc., or any representatives present?
Anybody here for Dunphy Petroleum Services, Inc.? No one is present.
Dunphy Petroleum Services, Inc. of Houston, Texas is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License on the Quick Trip Project in Lake Charles, Louisiana, in the amount of $1,289,851.
The agency calls Frank Vaughn to the stand.
Mr. Vaughn has been sworn.
Mr. Vaughn, you are currently employed by the Louisiana State Licensing Board of Contractors as an investigator, correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you take a look at the exhibit pack in front of you? Are those documents that you obtained or prepared in the regular course of business as an investigator for Louisiana State Licensing Board of Contractors?
Yes, sir.
Madam Hearing Officer, I off file introduce these documents into evidence as Exhibits 1, 2A, 2B, 2C, 3, and 4.
Without objection, they are admitted.
Mr. Vaughn, did you have occasion to investigate the activities of Dunphy Petroleum?
Yes, sir.
And that investigation arose out of a review of a new construction project at 6098 Opelousas Street in Lake Charles being handled by Build Tech Services?
Yes, sir.
And during that investigation, after speaking with Mr. Dunphy, with Dunphy Petroleum Services, did you discover that he submitted a proposal and entered into a written agreement with Build Tech on that job to install underground fuel tanks for $1,289,851?
Yes, sir.
Please take a look at Exhibit 2A. Is that the proposal from Dunphy Petroleum Services to Build Tech for the underground fuel tank work?
Yes, sir.
And if you take a look at Exhibit 2B, is that a copy of the contract between Build Tech Services and Dunphy Petroleum Services for the proposed underground fuel tank work in the amount of $1,289,851?
Yes, sir.
In the course of your investigation, did you determine whether Dunphy Petroleum Services is licensed with the Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors?
They are not licensed, no, sir.
That's all the questions I have. Given the testimony and evidence presented, the agency submits that defendant violated Louisiana Revised Statute 372158A1 by bidding or conducting work without a license.
Temple move to find him guilty.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Penalty.
Temple move to find him $50,000 plus cost.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Next case.
All Miller Pump Services and Equipment, LLC, or any representatives present?
Anybody here for All Miller Pump Services and Equipment? Nobody's here.
All Miller Pump Services and Equipment, LLC of Lake Charles, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License on the Quick Trip Project in Lake Charles, Louisiana, in the amount of $1,289,851.
The agency calls Frank Vaughn to the stand.
Mr. Vaughn has been sworn.
Good morning, Mr. Vaughn. You are currently employed by the Louisiana State License Board of Contractors as an investigator, correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you take a look at the exhibit pack in front of you? Are those documents that you obtained or prepared in the regular course of business as an investigator for the Louisiana State License Board for Contractors?
Yes, sir.
Madam Hearing Officer, I'll file and introduce these documents into evidence as Exhibits 1, 2A through D, 3, and 4.
Without objection, they are admitted.
Mr. Vaughn, did you have occasion to investigate the activities of All Miller Pump Services?
Yes, sir.
And that investigation arose out of a review of a new construction project at 6098 Opelousas Street in Lake Charles being conducted or being handled as a general by Build Tech Services?
Yes, sir.
And during that investigation, did you speak to Mr. Sean Miguez with All Miller Pump Services?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Miguez told you that he entered into an agreement with Dunphy Petroleum Services to oversee the installation of the underground fuel tanks being installed by Dunphy for an hourly rate of $100. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
If you take a look at Exhibit 2A, that is the agreement between Dunphy Petroleum Services and All Miller Pump Services and Equipment for overseeing the underground fuel tank, correct?
Yes, sir.
If you take a look at Exhibit 2B, that is the purchase order from Dunphy Petroleum Services to All Miller Pump Services and Equipment for the proposed overseeing of the underground fuel tank work. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you determine in the course of your investigation whether All Miller Pump Services and Equipment is licensed with the Louisiana State License Board for Contractors?
They were not licensed.
No further questions. Given the testimony and evidence presented, the agency submits that the defendant violated Louisiana Revised Statute 372158A1, bidding or construction work without a license.
Move to find him guilty.
Tillage, second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Same thing.
Temple move to find him 50,000 plus cost.
Motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next case.
Corsair Concrete Lifting, LLC, or any representatives present?
Anybody here for Corsair Concrete Lifting? Nobody's here.
Corsair Concrete Lifting, LLC of Sulphur, Louisiana, is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License at 13735 Louisiana Highway 693 in Abbeville, Louisiana, in the amount of $17,500.
The agency calls Robert Mertens to the stand.
Mr. Mertens has been sworn.
Good morning, Mr. Mertens. You are currently employed by Louisiana State License Board for Contractors as an investigator, correct?
Yes.
Can you take a look at the exhibit packet in front of you? Are those documents that you obtained or prepared in the regular course of business as an investigator for the Louisiana State License Board for Contractors?
Yes, sir.
Madam Hearing Officer, I offer file and introduce these documents into evidence as Exhibits 1, 2, 8 through C, 3, and 4.
Without objection, they are admitted.
Mr. Mertens, can you take a look at exhibit number 4, please? That is the notice of violation and proof of service for the hearing today. Is that correct?
Yes.
And service was made in this matter?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
All right, thank you. Now, Mr. Mertens, did you have occasion to investigate the activities of Corsair Concrete?
Yes.
And did that investigation come about as a result of a complaint filed by a homeowner regarding to house lifting work that was being performed by Corsair?
Yes, sir.
And during your investigation, did you discover that Corsair entered into a contract with the homeowner to raise her house for $17,500?
Yes.
Okay. But that work failed, correct?
That's correct.
And the house fell back to its original position and damaged some of the front porch and some of the columns on the property?
That's correct.
Okay. And Corsair attempted to repair that work, but it ultimately failed again. Is that correct?
Yes, it did.
And as of the time of your investigation, Corsair had not returned to fix the problems with raising that house. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Did you contact Corsair during your investigation to speak with them about the complaint?
Yes, I sent an email to the person listed as the qualifying party or owner in May and got no response. However, after all of the paperwork was filed in August, he contacted the company and said that he did the work under another company, C.J. Miller, that he had at the time, but all of the contract and the payments and everything are in the name of Corsair Concrete Lifting.
Did he provide you any documentary evidence to support what he had said?
No,
Okay. Take a look at Exhibit 2B if you don't mind.
not at all.
That is the proposal by Corsair to perform the lifting work for $17,500, correct?
Yes,
If you look at Exhibit 2C, those are copies of checks showing payment by the homeowner to Corsair for the work performed, correct?
yes, for the total amount.
Of $17,500? And did you determine during the investigation whether Corsair Concrete Lifting is licensed by Louisiana State License Board for Contractors?
They are not licensed, no.
No further questions. Given the testimony and evidence presented, the agency submits that defendant violated Louisiana Revised Statute 31215881 by bidding or contracting without a license.
Joseph, move to find a violation.
Condon, second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Max fine plus cost.
Tilden second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next case.
PhD Global Enterprises LLC or any representatives present.
Sir, can you state your name for the record, please?
Ricky Hall.
Okay, and what is your relationship to PhD Global?
One of the owners.
Okay. Okay, when you raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay.
PhD Global Enterprises LLC of Shreveport, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License on the Affordable Mechanics Project in Shreveport, Louisiana, in the amount of $965,714.
Okay, sir, do you wish to enter a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest. Joseph, move to accept.
Temple, second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The agency calls. Do you have a question?
Yeah, I have a question. Is PhD Global Enterprises and PhD Homes LLC two separate projects? Or are they one project? Or is it the same? Are they the same companies? Same owner or not? Do y'all know?
Same owner.
Same owner, two different companies?
That's correct.
And are they both on the same project or two separate projects?
The name kept getting changed back and forth on the Secretary of State. That's how we ended up where we are with
It's
this.
the same project.
Same
It is
project.
the same project?
But it's for the same project. So can we combine it for the same project?
I think we can unless the defendant has an objection to it.
Do you have a problem consolidating things? It's both those companies are your companies, right?
Right now, no problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Is he? Are you here for PhD Homes as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Then I think we can combine them both. If he has no objection to it, we can combine them.
Let's do it.
Joseph, move to consolidate.
Temple, second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Does he need to plea on the second one too right now?
Right. Does he need to plead as to the second
Well,
case?
you need to read the charges for the second one.
PhD Homes LLC of Shreveport, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of alleged violations for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License and for entering into a contract with an unlicensed contractor on the Affordable Mechanics Project in Shreveport, Louisiana in the amount of $193,142.80.
Okay, now I need you to enter a plea on the second one. This is for PhD Homes. You understand that we've consolidated the two of them?
Right, no.
Okay, so do you wish to enter a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest as to PhD Homes?
No contest.
Move to accept.
Second.
Motion and second.
Blue light.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The agency calls John Eatman to the stand.
Mr. Eatman has been sworn.
Mr. Eatman, in the PhD Global Enterprises matter, do you have an exhibit pack in front of you?
I do, sir.
Okay. Are those documents that you obtained and or compiled in the regular course of business as an investigator for Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Madam Hearing Officer, I will file and introduce these documents into evidence in the PhD Global Enterprises matter as exhibits 1, 2A through E, 3, and 4.
Okay, sir, do you have any objection to these exhibits coming into evidence?
No.
Okay. Without objection, they are admitted.
Mr. Eatman, in the PhD Homes matter, do you have an exhibit packet in front of you?
I do, sir.
Okay. Are those documents that were either compiled or prepared by you as an investigator in the regular course of business with the Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors?
Yes, sir.
Madam Hearing Officer, I'll file and introduce these documents into evidence as exhibits 1, 2A through F, 3, and 4.
Okay, and now for the PhD Homes matter, we have another packet of exhibits. Do you have any objection to these coming into evidence?
No.
Okay. Without objection, they are admitted.
Subject to any request for clarification by the board, I have no further questions for the witness.
Okay.
You have a statement, sir? Is something you would like to tell the board before they?
No, the only thing I would like to say, throughout this, I had a lot of things going, a lot of growth going, and it never was any of my intentions to try to violate any rules or regulations throughout the process of this. And I worked closely with Mr. Eatman through the whole process, cooperated to make sure we get to the bottom line. So I just wanted to make sure that that's clear in mind.
How did you find yourself in this position, if you will? How did this come about, and what did you propose to do?
Well, I've been licensed since my early 20s. Got a license when I kind of around 24, 25 years old, and had no idea that I couldn't, issue a quote or issue any type of contract while my license was being transferred over from one company to the next. So in this transition, doing some real estate things, I was moving, with the help of my attorney, I was moving some properties and stuff around and trying to set the companies up a little differently. And in the process, got caught in the mix of issuing a contract without a license, even though I'm licensed residential and commercial.
What's your current? You said your license here. You're licensed in residential and commercial, and what name is that?
The residential is under PhD Homes currently, and my commercial license is still sits under Hall Builders, which is my father's company.
Okay.
Residential is expired.
That's right.
Yeah.
Is Hall Builders still in operation?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so you just branched out to do something.
Yes, I started my operation.
Okay. All right.
But you have gotten licensed under this PhD Homes now, right? Correct?
Yeah, like she just said, everything was under there, but when my residential license, my insurance expired last year, I did not renew my insurance yet. I was just kind of trying to decide how I was going to move forward with everything. So basically, after today, it kind of gives me an idea of, what way I need to.
So what is your plan? What do you plan to do moving forward?
Continue to work in Louisiana.
In commercial or residential?
In both.
Both.
Yes, sir.
And you're licensed in both now?
Well,
yes. I will have both.
Okay. All right, what y'all's plan?
Counsel, just for the record, I need to recuse myself.
Let me ask this: was this work completed? Was this work done?
We didn't get all the way to the finish line on this project.
So how much work did you complete?
Maybe about $700,000, $800,000 worth of work was completed. 700.
All right.
You said you plan on getting licensed?
Yeah, for both.
For both of them?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. We finished?
Yeah.
I move to fine him $25,000 plus cost. That will be reduced if he gets licensed within 120 days to $1,000 plus cost.
Joseph, second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. You understand that, huh?
No, I don't. I just need to get some clarity.
That gentleman over there is going to explain it to you.
Okay.
All right. Next case. Mr. Beavers, you going to explain it to him?
Item 6A, VO Hospitality Group LLC.
Let
Their
me-
attorney
wait.
emailed yesterday.
Let me ask on
Well,
this.
hold on just a second. This is for both cases?
You consolidated that, so which company does that get assessed to, since you consolidated it?
What is it?
PhD Global?
PhD Homes. Homes.
Okay.
PhD Homes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
All right.
All right.
Hold it. Before, so the record is clear, the fine is to
Mr. Holmes.
DHD Homes?
PhD
Homes.
Homes, yes.
LLC,
Right.
of 25 and 1,000.
Yeah.
Not to the other company.
For
Right.
To be
25
reduced.
to be
Seven.
reduced to 1,000 and
Right.
1,000 when he
Right.
gets licensed.
Once he
in
gets his
120
license.
days.
Yeah.
Right.
So the burden is on you to go ahead and get your license within 120 days, and then
Then you're good.
it's just 1,000 and 1,000.
Okay.
All right.
Next case, please.
Good to see you, man.
Thanks.
The attorney for VO Hospitality Group LLC emailed yesterday and stated he has the flu and is requesting a continuance.
Joseph moved to continue.
Temple second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next case.
GM Renovation Services LLC, or any representatives present.
Sir, could you state your name for the record, please?
Karan Blackman.
Okay, and could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
GM Renovation Services LLC of Chalmette, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License on the restaurant storage project in New Orleans, Louisiana, in the amount of $57,499.
Do you wish to plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Joseph moved to accept.
Till the second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The agency calls Stephanie Belanger to the stand.
Ms. Belanger has been sworn.
Ms. Belanger, do you have an exhibit pack in front of you?
Yes,
Are those documents that you obtained or prepared in the regular course of business as an investigator for Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors?
they are.
Madam Hearing Officer, I'll file and introduce these documents into evidence as Exhibits 1, 2A, 2B, 3, and 4.
Okay, sir, do you have any objection to these exhibits coming into the record?
No, I do not.
Okay, without objection, they are admitted.
Ms. Belanger, as a matter of clarification, the estimate in this case was for GM was for $54,000, correct?
Correct.
But the checks that were actually paid to GM Renovation total $57,499. Is that correct?
That's correct.
That's all the questions.
Okay, sir, do you have any questions for Ms. Belanger?
No.
Okay, do you have any statement you'd like to make to the board?
No.
Okay.
I get, well, right here. So, how did this come about with VHO Hospitality and yourself?
Well, actually, I'm just a representative for the GM Renovation. I was not a part of the company at the time, but from the information I was given, he was basically working under a contractor, and as we all know, he's not supposed to receive payments. The contractor's supposed to receive them. So that's the deal.
Who was the contractor that he was supposed to be working with?
I don't have that information.
Okay. You're here, you can speak on behalf?
Yes,
And-
sir.
All right, good. Okay. All right, so with that being said, what are the wishes of the board on them? No contest, please, already been entered. Accepted.
Temple moved to fine him 2,000 plus cost.
Joseph second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. One last question. Do y'all intend to get licensed?
It's a license, yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of the reason I came on board. I am licensed with the state for commercial and residential, and I have done work with him, so I was just willing to help him out. And becoming a qualifying party and help them get licensed.
I'm surprised Mr. Temple didn't give you a little more encouragement there, but.
Are you an owner?
Well, he's not the owner.
Yeah, well, I know.
Do you
Okay,
own
all
it?
right.
I can't.
Are you an
if he was
owner
the
or are
owner,
you
I'd
just
be able to talk to him.
I'm on the LLC
Qualifying
as
party.
a manager.
Oh, a manager. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Get licensed. All right,
Well,
thank you.
it's the
I'll
guy.
pass the message.
Well,
Yeah, he's
He is licensed. He's,
like that. He's like, I got my license.
all right, next.
Cars Electrical Inc. or any representatives present.
Yeah.
Hello,
Could you state your name for the record? State your name for the record.
Jesse Carr.
Okay. And what's your relationship to Cars Electrical?
I am.
You are the owner.
I'm the owner.
Okay. Could you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this proceeding will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Cars Electrical Inc. of Metairie, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License at 4101 Constant Street, New Orleans, Louisiana, in the amount of $18,497.
Sir, do you wish to plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Okay.
Motion second, clue on.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The agency calls Stephanie Belanger to the stand.
Ms. Belanger has been sworn.
Ms. Belanger, can you take a look at the exhibit pack in front of you? Are those documents that you obtained or compiled in the regular course of business as an investigator for Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors?
They were.
Madam Hearing Officer, I'll file and introduce these documents into evidence as exhibits 1, 2A through E, 3, and 4.
Mr. Carr, do you have any objection to these coming into evidence?
No.
No.
No. Okay. Without objection, they are admitted.
Ms. Belanger, just a couple of questions. The estimate that was provided in this matter was for the total amount of $9,800, correct?
Correct.
But that was labor only, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And the total value of the electrical project, which includes labor and materials together, amounted to $18,497. Is that correct?
That's correct.
No further questions.
The person supplied the material.
Yeah.
The customer, so I'm just talking for him. I don't know what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Okay.
So,
I can't hear. Gotcha.
so there you go.
Oh, there you are.
I'll try to speak a little loud. So you do understand that your total of $18,497 in the eyes of the law is because they combined the labor and the materials to come up with the project total.
Okay.
All right, so that's why you're in violation of over the amount.
Okay.
You do realize that?
Okay.
He
All
does now.
I do now.
All right, Mr. Condon.
Condon here. Have you been licensed previously? Did you have a license to do electrical work before?
Yes, I've got for the last 50 years almost.
Not a state license.
Not a state license, so parish license.
Okay.
All right. So do you understand your violation?
Yes.
All right, good deal. All right, do you wish to make a statement or
Anything you want to say?
No.
all right. Okay. We got a no contest plea accepted. Any discussion or any offer? What are the wishes?
Go ahead.
Mr. Meredith. Right.
Man, I need to push this button for him. It's pushed. Make a motion that we fine him $500 and $1,000 cost.
We have a motion and a second for 1,000 costs and $500 penalty. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Mr. Carr, do you intend to get licensed?
Do what?
Do you plan on getting a state license?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm right here.
All right. He was going to do it. They told my brother. I don't know if this has any bearing to it. Oh,
Speaking of Mike.
sorry. My brother was told to tell him about the grandfathered in. My brother stuck a fork in him.
Yeah.
Didn't tell him.
All right.
And that's why he didn't. So he's en route. He's doing it now. He's going to do it.
Mr. House.
Mr. Flood, if the cars are, Mr. Carr and the son are both known.
Yeah.
In their practices. The grandfather in option left in 1990.
Yeah, it was a ways
He's going to
back.
have to
Yeah.
test, and Mr. Carr Jr., though not here today, is again trying to get licensed. He at some point
we
had
have
a license.
nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
At all. Oh, okay.
I understand.
Okay.
I understand, but this is just a matter of clarity.
I
okay?
understand.
The
Okay.
grandfather option left in 1990.
Yeah, I
It
got
is not an option.
That's a long time ago.
Both of them have to take the state test. The city parish license holds no authority anywhere, and that's just where we're at. So
Yeah.
we're going to have to test and go through the process, just
And
for clarity.
if there's any,
Take a test.
if there's any more questions, you'd have to address that, with staff. We thank you for coming, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Whoever.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, next.
Lucas Maderos, doing business as Bear Nola Plumbing LLC, or any representatives present.
Anybody here for Lucas Maderos? No one is present.
Lucas Maderos, doing business as Bear Nola Plumbing LLC of Araby, Louisiana, is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License at 830 Desire Street, New Orleans, Louisiana, in the amount of $17,500.
Okay. The agency calls Lonnie Lusko to the stand.
Mr. Lesko has been sworn.
Ms. Lusko, can you take a look at the exhibit packet in front of you? Are those documents that you obtained or prepared in the regular course of business as an investigator for Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors?
Yes, sir.
Madam Hearing Officer, I offer, file, and introduce these documents and evidence as exhibits 1, 2A through E, 3, and 4.
Yes.
Without objection, they are admitted.
Ms. Lusko, can you take a look at exhibit 4? That is a copy of the notice of hearing for today and verification of service. Is that correct?
Yes.
Ms. Lusko, did you have occasion to investigate the activities of Lucas Maderos, DBA Bear Nola Plumbing?
Yes.
And did that investigation arise out of a review of a structural renovation project located at 830 Desire Street in New Orleans, Louisiana?
Yes, sir.
And was the general contractor for that project an entity by the name of MK Red Build LLC?
Yes, sir.
And MK Red hired Lucas Maderos, DBA Bear Nola Plumbing, to perform plumbing work. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Take a look at Exhibit 2A. That's a copy of the plumbing permit that was pulled for the project at 830 Desire, correct?
Yes, sir.
The name on that plumbing permit is William Leroy Hoffman Jr., correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, is Mr. Hoffman an employee or owner of Lucas Madero, DBA Bear Nola Plumbing?
Repeat that.
Sure. Is Mr. Hoffman, is he an employee or an owner of Lucas Madero, DBA Bear Nola Plumbing?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, take a look at Exhibit 2B. That is a copy of the proposal from Lucas Madero to MK Red for the plumbing work in the amount of $12,500, correct?
Yes, sir.
If you take a look at Exhibit 2C, that is a copy of the check from MK Red to Bear Nola Plumbing for the plumbing work on the 830 Desire Street project. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bear Nola Plumbing is registered as an LLC with the state of Louisiana, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that's what Exhibit 3, which is a printout from the Secretary of State's website, shows. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you conduct a search to determine if Lucas Maderos was licensed by the Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors?
Yes, sir. And he was not.
Did you conduct a search to determine if Bear Nola Plumbing was licensed by the Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors?
Yes, sir. And it was not.
No further questions. Given the testimony and the evidence presented, the agency submits that defendant violated Louisiana Revised Statute 37-2158A1 by bidding or performing work without a license.
Temple move to accept. Oh, I'm sorry. Find him guilty. Find him guilty.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
What's that? Penalty.
Condon max fine
Plus cost.
plus cost.
Brown second. Somebody.
Brown second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Rooter King Sewer and Drain Service, Inc., or any representatives present.
Sir, could you state your name for the record, please?
Yes, William Hoffman.
Put in the.
William Hoffman.
Okay. And what is your relationship to Rooter King Sewer and Drain Service, Inc.?
The president.
Okay. Would you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Rooter King Sewer and Drain Service, Inc. of New Orleans, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for permitting the contractor's license to be used by another contractor when the other contractor does not hold a license for the classification of work for which the contract is entered at 830 Desire Street in New Orleans, Louisiana, in the amount of $17,500.
Okay, sir, do you wish to plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Temple move to accept.
Second. Motion and second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
The agency calls Lonnie Lusko to the stand.
Mr. Lusko has been sworn.
Mr. Lusko, can you take a look at the exhibit packet in front of you? Are those documents that you obtained and prepared in a regular course of business as an investigator for Louisiana State Licensed Board for Contractors?
Yes, sir.
Madam Hearing Officer, I'll file and introduce these documents into evidence as exhibits 1, 2A through E, 3, and 4.
Sir, do you have any objection to these exhibits coming into the record?
No, ma'am.
Without objection, they are admitted.
Mr. Lusko, if you take a look at exhibit 2A, that's the plumbing permit that was pulled for the project at 830 Desire Street, correct?
Yes, sir.
And the name on that plumbing pit is William Leroy Hoffman Jr., correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Mr. Hoffman's not an employee or an owner of Lucas Madero, correct?
Repeat that, please.
Sure. Mr. Hoffman is not an employee of Lucas Madero.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. He's the owner of Rooter King.
That's correct.
Sewer and Drain Service. So he pulled the permit for another company, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
No further questions.
Okay, Mr. Hoffman, do you have any questions for Mr. Lusko, or do you have a statement you'd like to make to the board?
No, ma'am.
We would certainly like to hear your explanation of why you're here when you pulled a permit and you got multiple other names involved in this and and other direct payments. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Mr. Madero's, I use some of his labors to dig for me. A lot of times when doing sewer jobs, and he mentioned a project to me, and it was almost completed, but I had no idea that he actually entered into a contract with MKG. And since it was almost completed, I said I can take it from here, and got the permit and inspection done, and then I signed a contract with MK Red to finish the project. And but he will.
You said you pulled a permit and got the inspection done. What was that?
Yes. Before I did, I looked at the job. Most of the roughing was almost completed. So I looked at it. I finished it, and but I had no idea he was in contract with MKG. I found out I actually entered into a direct contract with him.
I think Mr. Hassett will help.
Yeah.
Mr. Chair, I spoke to the gentleman outside earlier. I think this was just a simple matter of not understanding law, trying to help his friend, his guy that he works with regularly through a project. He's very clear of what the potential consequences are in the future, and he's been assured that if he appears here again, that will probably be the end of his business. I think that he was prepared to make you an offer with his own contest.
We'll be happy to entertain
the
an
promise to never come back.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. How about your offer?
$1,000.
Plus cost.
Fine.
Yeah, plus cost, right? So it'd be 1,000, Tillage moved to accept.
Temple second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Hope to not see you back.
Donald Glass, doing business as Nards Premier Services LLC, or any representatives present.
Could you state your name for the record, please?
Donald Glass.
Okay. Could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give in this proceeding will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Donald Glass, doing business as Nards Premier Services LLC of Monroe, Louisiana, is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License at 2701 West Deborah Drive in Monroe, Louisiana, in the amount of $16,800.
Would you like to enter a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Temple move to accept.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The agency calls Wade Day to the stand.
Mr. Day has been sworn.
Mr. Day, do you have an exhibit packet in front of you?
Yes, sir, I do.
Are those documents that you obtained or prepared in the regular course of business as an investigator for the Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Madam Hearing Officer, I'll file and introduce these documents into evidence as exhibits 1, 2A through H, 3, and 4.
Mr. Glass, do you have any objection to these exhibits coming into the record?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Without objection, they are admitted.
Subject to any request by the board for clarification of any of the issues, I had no further questions.
Mr. Glass, do you have any questions of Mr. Day?
No,
or any statement you'd like to make to the board?
I would just like to say that I'm in the process of getting my license. I took the test. I missed about 1 point, but I'm going to take it again in 2 weeks. Hopefully I pass it, and I learned my lesson. So.
Any offer you'd like to make? You sat through most of the fines here. You got a cadence for it, so.
Yes, $1,000 and $1,000.
Oh, Joseph, move to accept.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Under Section F,
Several offers, and Mr. Kluat's got that.
settlement offers items 1 through 14 as listed on the agenda on page 4 are before you for consideration.
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the settlement offers on agenda item F, items 1 through 14, and the associated fines and administrative costs as proposed in the agenda and as advertised in the agenda. I so move.
Tillage second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Hang on, before the board does that, I would like to file and introduce the exhibits for each of these associated projects into the record for each of the specific matters.
Without objection, they are admitted.
All right, thank you. We'll let you do that first next time.
Yeah.
All right? Yeah, we're
Statutory citations.
we knew what you meant.
Statutory citations.
All right, exemption request. Based on the
Wait,
Citations, I'm sorry.
Statutory citations.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, so we want to-
Citations items 1 through 10 under Section G on page 4.
I'll make a motion that we accept the statutory citations as listed in the agenda and advertised for agenda item G, items 1 through 10 as advertised. I so move.
Prior to voting, I'd like to file and introduce the exhibit packs for each of those respective matters into each of those respective matters.
I thought you was going to let him do that first.
Well, he did. I hadn't hit the guy.
I would like to ask about the first one. It's my understanding that that one was continued. The first.
DACP construction?
Yes. Was that one continued?
Is that one there?
No? Okay, that's
No.
what I was told, so.
Wait, huh?
It's not here in my
Yeah,
pack.
you got 'em all. Motion and second to accept the citations?
Yep, you got it.
That's not a
All in-
problem.
all
I
in
just,
favor?
I was
Aye.
told that it was,
Any
I don't have
opposed?
it, but
Motion
we can
carries.
get it.
We're good. Let's keep going.
Item F, rehearing request, Delcon LLC.
Is that mine? Mr. Chair, if I may, we'd like to recontinue that as staff request. We have some service challenges that we're
On
working
H?
through.
On H?
I believe it is H. Is that correct?
Yes.
H1.
Motion to continue.
Thank you.
Motion and second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Exemption request. Who is that? Mr.
Tillage.
Tillage.
Based on the committee recommendations for consideration of the applications for exemption of exam, I move that exemption request for Derek Holmes be denied for all classifications listed on the agenda, and the exemption request for heavy construction for lake plants be approved.
Luke Plants.
Motion and second.
What is it?
Second.
Okay. No, I got a motion. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Bordelon.
Mr. Chair, if I could interrupt, I did neglect a very significant part on item H. Could we revisit that real quickly?
Okay, let's go back. What you
Could
got?
we revisit our motion and ask that you vacate your previous ruling and allow us to correct service issues on this, and we will rehear it in its entirety?
Joseph, move to vacate.
Temple second.
Motion and second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Is that it, Mr. Hassel, before I continue? You sure? Okay.
Y'all need to keep up with us.
Mr. Bordelon.
Yeah, so December financials as well as 2025 financials show a well-run operation. Revenues exceed expenditures, nothing out of the ordinary from an itemized standpoint, and 2% under budget, so very nice.
Good. Do you need a motion in to accept the financial?
I need a motion to accept the financials.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I think we need a staff report or no staff report? No staff report.
I have none for you, but I'm
Okay, I need a
open to answer any
consideration of
questions.
the actions taken by the residential building subcommittee on January 14th. Are you going to do that?
You can do that.
He just
I,
did.
you just did it. I'll second it.
Motion and second. All in favor?